We're going to start with a short video showing an overview or recap of the launch of our rideshare company, which took place this year in Texas, February to be exact. So we are excited about what's going to happen with the company, and we're going to share some more information benefit from the company. And starting with this video, hold tight. I'll pull my screen up. Welcome, Luxon.
Yeah, good evening. It's evening here in the studio.
Live this morning on KFMK in Houston.
Right here in my backyard. H-Town, baby. And so now it's time for us to accelerate and to put your dreams in motion. All that we're gonna do in 2020 starts right now. We're gonna put them in motion. 1, 2, 3. We barely scratched the scratch of the surface. But there's so much more that we can do with iBuumerang, and we're gonna do it. You stand for something.
Accelerate.
Loyalty.
Accelerate.
Unity.
Accelerate.
And amplification.
Yeah, I accelerated. I'm going fast now. You know they don't want these. I feel like a cash cow. Stack it up. I put all my money in Teslas. They're trying to catch up, but ain't fast enough. We don't win, it's just unanimous. I threw a boomerang out through the plane with somewhere in the range. Yeah, we
So therefore I, Sylvester Turner, Mayor of the City of Houston, one who even as the mayor of the 4th largest city in the United States, I'm inspired by what you do. Therefore I proclaim this day, February 23rd, 2020, as Earlene and Holton Bugs Day.
Yeah, I'm on the gas and I'm going fast. I accelerated. 200 and it's on the dash. I accelerated. Always first, never coming last. I accelerated. Take flight, yeah, first class. I accelerated. Yeah, you know I accelerate. Every day I gotta celebrate. And you know I had to elevate. Every morning gotta meditate. All this paper that I'm finna make. Feel like Jordan cause I bought a day. $1 million, yeah, it's on the way. I'ma be the one they nominate. Every day feel like a holiday. I ain't playing, I'ma get it. I don't want my car to be rented. And I want my windows tinted. I just wanna be independent. Feeling like the lieutenant. Money man in the system. And you know I'm finna get it.
Serena, the floor is all yours. Just unmute yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dorena Sloan, and welcome to our iBoomerang presentation. Tonya is an outstanding leader, and I will introduce her to you right now. She is a serial entrepreneur. She ran a awesome Mary Kay business. And if you know anything about Mary Kay, it takes a lot to get top. And she made it to the top at a very young age. She's also owned a daycare center, and she and her husband were very successful in a investment banking company, which they owned until their retirement a few years ago. They came out of retirement specifically for iBoomerang. And when she contacted me and I saw the presentation and saw the outstanding leadership, I jumped on board. So I welcome you, and I'm going to do a part of the presentation right now. Okay. Initially, I want to say, this is our disclaimer. And in a nutshell, it means you are going to get into this what you're going to get out of this what you put into it. Just like you join a gym. If you join a gym and you have a gym membership and you don't go to the gym for a year, nothing happens. If you put in your best, you're going to get the best out. We don't guarantee any income, but as I said, what you put in is what you get out. Now, it's time for network marketing to evolve. Network marketing has been around for more than 60 years, and it has stayed pretty much the same that entire time. It's now 2020, it's time for it to evolve. What does that mean? That means our CEO determined that what we need to make it evolve and make it the best that it can possibly be is that we need to have a first-class consumer experience for customers. What does that mean for ambassadors? That means that we can have success without selling. And success without selling is exactly what it says. So what our CEO decided to do was take network marketing from the taxi cab era. And some of you who are maybe in my age range may recognize some of these little old taxi cabs. You don't see very many of them anymore. But in that era, customers pay more, others actually win. Our CEO determined that it was time to change that. So what do we change it to? Into the modern era. How is that? We make money only when our customers save money. And we use technology to help ambassadors succeed. We've all come from no technology to technology actually almost governing every aspect of our lives. But that wasn't so in the network marketing industry. We have awesome visionary leadership. I want to introduce to some and present to others our CEO and chairman of iBoomerang, Mr. Holton Buggs. Mr. Buggs back in 1990 earned less than $500 a month for the first 7 years that he was involved in network marketing. Now that's not $500 per month, that's a maximum of $500. There were many months that he didn't earn anything near that. But during that time, he was developing a system to help distributors achieve rapid success. So in 1997, that's what he did. Fast forward to 2009, he joined a previous company that was not earning anything and made record-breaking earnings and sales in the last 10 years. So during that time, what really impressed me so much about him is that he was not running for just himself and his family. He was running for other people as well. And during that time, he helped to make other people make more than $1 million a year. So he supported over 45 people in that effort. And he reached a ceiling. And I don't know if any of you have ever in your lives felt like you have reached a ceiling and you just keep bumping your head and bumping your head and bumping your head and you can't go any higher. So what he decided to do in March of 2019, he founded iBoomerang. I want to introduce you to our leadership team. As I said, on the far left is Mr. Holton Buggs Jr. Mr. T. Gray is VP of Operations. Everyone here has more than 20 years of expertise in everything that they're doing. Mr. Mark Cathcart is our VP of Marketing. And Mr. David Manning is our CEO of Extreme Travel. Extreme Travel is our partner in the travel industry. And then we have Mr. Peter Hirsch. Mr. Hirsch, like myself, is also an attorney. He is our Chief Giving Officer, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about what he does with the Boom Foundation a little bit later. And Mr. Edwin Haynes is our Global Master. T. Gray, Mr. Mark Cathcart, and Mr. Haynes were part of the 45 millionaires that Mr. Holton Buggs helped to create during his 10 years of developing and working the system. Then we have Miss Lori Spears. Miss Lori Spears is our goddess or director of travel, and she is just awesome. She has more than, I would say, 30 years in the travel industry as well. And she is so well respected that she's been requested several times to testify before Congress, and she sits on the board of several cruise lines. And that is our leadership team. So you may be asking, how will we bring this vision of going from the taxicab era to the modern era into the world? It all starts with the PRIB. And the PRIB is our perpetual residual income builder. It is our in-house, developed by our CEO vehicle that we are using to bring everything together. Now, the PRIB works by getting into the front door. So I want to show you the next screen. Okay. What the PRIB does and how it can support you is it combines data analytics with artificial intelligence and world-class people power. Many people have ordered Amazon, and actually I ordered books from Amazon, and I thought that back when Amazon first started that it was just a book company, but it really wasn't. What it was a company that used data analytics and artificial intelligence to find out the kinds of things that their customers wanted and were interested in. And then it would use that information to present additional information to them about things that they want. So if you ordered a cookbook, they would eventually send you something related to cooking. It could be pots and pans. It could be other cooking material. It could be things that you serve with. Anything related to cooking, they would send you. And that was good, but we've made it even better. We've combined world-class people power with those two things. How does the PRIB work for you? The PRIB addresses your customers by selling to them, following up with them, and upselling. So you don't have to do any of the traditional stuff that people had to do in network marketing personally, and many people were not very good at it. It also helps you to build and solidify your team. So say you decide that you want to build a team. The PRIB will welcome them personally. It has an orientation in it so that they're fully learned about what the company is doing. It offers training. It upgrades them, and it reminds them of events and helps to retain them. So the PRIB basically does for people what they've struggled to do for themselves in direct sales for years, and it does it even better. Well, how do we get into this PRIB? iGo, our travel platform, is the front door to the PRIB. And during the first 12 months, we've accumulated over 500,000 free customers. I think at this point, it's closer to 800,000 free customers. So whenever you give a boomerang to someone, it goes into the PRIB. Their information goes into the PRIB. And once they become customers, the PRIB does everything else for you. In fact, we're encouraged not to even go back and bug them or follow up with them. Let the PRIB do the job the PRIB is supposed to do. Now that is the front door. Why did we choose travel? Mr. Bugs looked at the industry and noticed, that travel is an $8 trillion industry. That's huge. A small piece of that can be awesome and can change your lives. In Asia, they spend $6 billion a day on travel. In Europe, it's $4.8 billion a day. The United States, $2.8 billion a day. Latin America, $953 million a day. And Africa, $487 million a day on travel. Now, you look at that and you say, okay, well, how does that work? How does that break down? Well, Mr. Bugs looked at it a little closer. If any of you are like me, you spent over the years hours and hours and hours looking at these little booking these sites to book hotels or rental cars or complete vacations. What I didn't know was that all of these sites were owned actually by two companies, Booking Holdings and Expedia Group. So in 2018, of the 45 websites that they owned, they booked over $190 billion in travel. The bottom line is they set the retail prices and then they marked them up to wherever they wanted it to be. And you think that you're saving money, but you end up only saving maybe $5 to $20 because these two companies control all those other websites. Bugs came up with was an awesome way to fix that. We pass the savings on to you. What we have is called behind the curtain pricing. So we're actually a wholesale travel company and we save people money. That's our whole focus. Take a look here with me at a 4.5-star hotel in New York City. Same day, same hotel accommodations, $339 per night on the Expedia site. On our site, $178 nightly. That is a savings of $161 per night. That's on. That is shoe money. That is maybe going to the opera. That is having a good dinner, etc. every night. Okay, let's get out of the United States and go over to Paris for a 4-star hotel. Most people are going to stay just one. You're going to stay 3 nights a week, maybe longer. The same booking on Travelocity was $440 per night. When you came over to our iGo site, it was only $130 per night. That gives us a savings of $310 per night. And that's awesome. Let's look at rental cars. Going back to New York City for a week on rentalcars.com, the total was $392 on that rentalcars.com site. On our site, our iGo site, it was $221 for the week. That gives us a savings of $171. Now, savings is important, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. Go down a little bit lower, and you'll see this is what you get when you make a reservation on the iGo site. On here, it says that they saved, this person, Mr. Rubin, saved on his reservation $1,341.12, and he earned $10 in the reward credits. And take a look, the cost of his reservation was less than the savings. He only had to pay $450.14. Next to that is Ian. Okay, we blocked the last names out for privacy. On Ian's reservation, the total cost of his reservation was $624.77. And he got rewards credits of $695, and they're awesome. We'll talk about them a little bit later. But his savings was $316. Now, we kept the third one up. And this is our CEO, Mr. Holton Bugs. He decided that he wanted to check this out before jumping in head first. So he wanted to make sure that there were actually hotel rooms that these were booked at, that they had windows, that they really were nice. And what he did was he booked a reservation, and the cost of his reservation, you'll see, is $1,348.94. Now, he booked one of our $1 million homes, which comes with a concierge, a butler, and they're very attentive to all of your needs. What he saved here, you can see, $1,589 in savings. And then he got reward credits as well of $1,687. So I have never seen savings like that. And with that, he was in 100%. With that, I'd like to turn it over to Tonya.
Thank you so much, Dorina. Guys, she did a phenomenal job. Thank you for sharing the presentation with us. And she was super modest. She's not just an attorney, she's a phenomenal attorney. My husband and I have known her for over 20 years each, and we are just so glad to be partnered with us. She is going to be a Sapphire ambassador here very shortly. She's been rocking and rolling. So thank you for sharing with the team and sharing part of the presentation. I'm going to take over from here and show you what's all included, what type of money you can make as an ambassador with iBuumerang. And like Dorina said, there are no guarantees, but our CEO has put together systems that if you decide that you want to partner with us, you want to plug into these systems, we're taking this all the way to the top. We want to have our own success stories of people who have become millionaires, multimillionaires, and people who have just got out of debt. You know, every level is acceptable. So whatever you want, we want to sow into you and help you get that. As you see here, some of the other things that you'll see on the site are our core services. Again, Dorina talked about the hotels, the rental cars. We also have cruises. Right now, if you go online and Google it, I mean, after this presentation, not right now, but if you go online and Google it, you'll see the Carnival Cruise Lines bookings are up 600%. People want to get out and travel. And so as soon as the borders are open and people are able to, guys, you want to put yourself in a position where you're between the people that are going to book and the website that they choose to book on. This is where you set yourself up for opportunity. So many times people are in the consumer mindset. We're all waiting for this to become available, for something to become available, and we'll go out and buy. I'm talking to people who get money. I'm talking to people who want to be CEOs. We're setting you up to be in a position to get in front of what's going to happen with travel and make a ton of money. Not just cruises, we have flights on here. The disclaimer here is flights are here as a convenience. The Federal Aviation Administration will not allow us to pay commissions on flights, and they will not allow us to guarantee the prices of flights. But if you're going to get rewards points for the flights, you might as well book them on the same site that you booked your hotel. We have exclusive homes that if you want to get a home for $1 million or more in locations all over the place that come with butlers, you want to go there instead of taking your family to a resort, that's a nice option. We have it on our site. anything that's on Airbnb, VRBO, any of those other sites, we have all the same inventory. I also have something called the Weeks button, which is my favorite. My husband and I, we love to travel, and usually we take about 3 vacations a year. Last year, because of the iGo website and all the money we were able to save, we took 6 trips. And one of those trips, the last one of 2019, was to the Dominican Republic. We went there, we stayed for 8 days, 7 nights in a 5-star resort, a resort that we had been to previously, but this time it was all inclusive and we only paid $520 for 8 days and 7 nights for 2 people. Guys, that's phenomenal. You can't get that anywhere else. We had a fantastic time. I want this for all of you. I want you to travel the world and see everything you can for pennies on a dollar, right? And we have a button called our Marketplace. The Marketplace allows you to go in and get other discounts. If you are a timeshare owner, so many people like myself have purchased timeshares. I actually have 3 of them. We only use one on a regular basis, which is in New Orleans. We love New Orleans, so we go there as much as possible. But we use the timeshare to go there. The other ones, we don't really like the locations. So now we list them on this site. And when people want to go and stay in our timeshares, the company takes care of everything. They book them out, they take care of all the paperwork, and they send us a check for it. Some of the additional services and activities you'll see on the site are shore excursions. If you have someone that wants to come to Africa and do excursions, go on tours, they have theme parks, outdoor activities, all of that is done on your site at a discount. We have shopping rewards. If you know anyone that plays golf, guys, the best fees are saved on our golf site. We have a wine club, second to none. We also have gift cards. One of my things that I love to do is I will get rewards points from booking a hotel or booking a flight, and then I turn those rewards points into gift cards, and I get to go shopping at my favorite stores. Restaurant savings are something that everyone loves right now. Everyone's tired of cooking, right? So people everywhere are ordering in and ordering pickup at the curb services. Our restaurant savings allows them to do that and save money. We also have emergency travel services, because if you leave the country that you're from, typically your insurance doesn't cover you outside of that country. So having access to emergency travel services is very important when you travel. We all have built our lives on our reputations, and we want to make sure that we keep that intact. Our company helps us with that. It stands behind the offerings that we give to customers. We show someone, hey, you can go and save money on this site. It'll be all the other competitors' prices. What the company says, if one of your customers books a trip and then they see that hotel or that cruise later somewhere on someone else's site at a cheaper price, they'll give them a price guarantee of 110%. That's beautiful, right? Now you're happy because you feel very comfortable giving this site to anyone. So they'll give them 100% of the difference plus an additional 10% off for the inconvenience. And this little sexy Tesla here, I'm talking to my husband, this is going to be my next car. We're going to make that happen, but we're going to talk more about the logo that's on there in a second, Vibe Rides. So here's an example. Let's talk about the money. We're all here because we're entrepreneur minded. Let's talk about the money. Here's what it looks like when you personally save money with the company and how you make money. This is where you want your pen and paper, taking notes, writing down your questions, because we want to get those questions answered. We are growing like wildfire. We're bringing in, on average, about 600 to 800 people into this company as business owners on a daily basis. And that right now we're in 180 countries. We're looking to just completely expand. We're looking for leaders in all of those countries. And so what you're looking at now is what attracted people to this opportunity. So when you personally travel as a travel savings ambassador with iBoomerang, you get access to the travel booking site, which is called iGo for less, and they call it iGo as the nickname. So on the platform, you can save up to 70% on your personal travel, right? And your customers can save up to 35%, so half of whatever you save. In this example, you saved as the ambassador 41% on a trip to Mexico at a 5-star resort. That's wonderful. That's a savings of $424 for you. You're excited, you're ready to go. Well, your neighbor says, I want to go on that trip with you. So you give them access to the free site as a customer. You give it to them for free. Let me say that again. You gave it to them for free. You can give it to as many people as you like. And with this free site, they're able to save half of whatever your savings are. So in this example, the customer is going to go to the same resort, get the same room, same accommodations, and save 20%. You'll see here, that's a savings of $212. Dorena showed you some other savings. Now, this customer, this is a real example of how you get paid when that customer saved $212. They're super excited because if they went to any of the other sites, Priceline, Travelocity, Agoda, any of the other booking sites, they would have paid $212 more at a minimum. They could have more than that. So now when they save money, the company says, thank you for referring this person to us. We're going to pay you half of whatever they saved. So they saved $212, you're earning $106. Remember, you didn't sell them anything. They didn't pay for access to the site. The company is simply saying, based on what Amazon did, based on what Facebook has done, based on what all these other multi-billion-dollar companies have done, they've used technology, they've gotten themselves in a great position because they have data on all these people. They made tons of money off of you and I, okay? The way they made this money is because every time we enroll in sites, we put our information in, and one of the first things they ask us after we put our information in is, oh, do you want us to let your friends know you're on this platform? We all say yes. We click the button and we think it's for convenience. We think they're doing us a favor. They're not. What they want is access to our friends and family. They take that data and they go and make money, but they never send you a penny for it. Here it is. iBoomerang is saying, take that same attitude. Give this information to your friends and family, everyone that you know. And when they use it, we're going to make money as a company, but we're going to pay you as well. They're going to pay you half of everything that your people save. Sorry, guys. Are you saying goodbye to me? Bye, sweetheart. Love you. Have a good day. My oldest son is going to work. Beautiful thing. All right. And so they're going to pay you that $106 in your e-wallet. You can be sitting on the beach. You could be going to a concert. You could be anywhere, and you're still making this money because someone else is traveling. All right. And also 35% commission, the company keeps that aside as well, in addition to your 50% to pay out to other distributors who helped you along the way. So here's a model. We're looking at this from the aspect of business owners again, right? First, we've determined it's a big enough marketplace. If you're looking at going into something, you want to make sure that there's going to be room enough for you to grow. $8 trillion a year that's being spent before this pandemic, I would say is enough room to grow. After this pandemic, we're looking at figures of 16 trillion, 24 trillion. They're looking for the travel industry to triple or even double in size. Guys, this is the prime time to get out there and put yourself in between people that are traveling and the website they're going to use to book the travel. Here's a simple model. We're going to run some numbers so you understand that big enough industry, the product works, it actually saves people money. Now here's what's in it for you, which is most important, because if there's nothing in it for you, it doesn't make sense for you to move forward. So for you, you go out and you decide right away, the first thing you want to do is help people save money on travel. You're going to give them access to the free site. If those 10 people on average over the course of a year save $600, that's $6,000 that was saved. Remember what we said a couple slides ago? You earn half of whatever saved. That's $3,000 in your pocket. Imagine what you have to do on your current job or with your current company to realize an additional $3,000 in profits. Dorena, am I okay? It looks like I'm freezing.
Yeah,
okay.
You're okay.
All right, so here we go with a team builder model. You know, what we do by ourselves, we can consider that addition. What we do with a team, that's multiplication. because we can't be everywhere at all times. We don't know everyone. We're not awake 24 hours. So why not find other like-minded people that we can partner with and grow massive teams? Let's look at this and say over the next 2 weeks, by the end of the month, you're able to build a team of 50 people. That doesn't mean you went out and got all 50 people by yourself. It means that you introduce your first 2, they introduce 2, and those people introduce 2, and very quickly you can have a team of 50 people, right? So when those 50 people are going to do something for themselves, they're going to go out and get customers. They want to get customers because just like that last screen, they want to be able to set themselves up for residual income, earning money when people travel. But that 35% that's left over, that's going to be paid out to the upline that introduced that TSA, that Travel Savings Ambassador, just for them being a part of the process of your success. So here it is. One day you will be that upline. You have your own team. They're going to go out and get their own 10 customers, right? They're going to save, their customers are going to save money. The company is going to pay them, but the company's also going to pay you. So what this looks like, if they have their 50 people on your team, they all get 10 customers, that's 500 customers. Those customers save $600. This is what happens for you. That's about $58 a day, $1,700 a month, $20,000 a year in extra residual income. I dare say that just the mere thought of all the people that you do Facebook, that you introduced to WhatsApp, that you introduced to LinkedIn, if they paid you $300 per person or even a portion of that, you would have these kind of numbers sitting in your bank account right now just on what you've done already to help other companies. iBoomerang is going to pay you. We talked about the travel industry as a whole, but one of the largest growing segments of the travel industry is the rideshare industry. And so we decided to partner and get our own rideshare company. And we talked earlier about the PRIB, how you introduce those customers, the equivalent of you buying a book from Amazon 10, 20 years ago, and now you can get anything off of Amazon because they've learned about you. We're doing the same with our PRIB. You're introducing them through the free travel site, but our first vertical is the rideshare. The second vertical is the rideshare. The third vertical, we already know what that is. There will be many more verticals. Imagine if you had the opportunity 12 years ago to introduce people to Amazon, and now today, for the last 12 years, you got paid every time they bought something off of Amazon. We wouldn't be on this call right now. You'd be somewhere setting up another company, running a foundation, doing the things that make your heart sing. We want you to have those same possibilities here. So you're plugging people into the PRIB, that perpetual residual income builder. Let's talk about the rideshare industry. Currently today, it's a $24 billion industry. It's continuing to grow because public transportation is being scaled back at numbers that are untold of. Cities are scaling back their public transportation by 30 and 50%. Rideshare is picking up the slack. It's not just rideshare that's big. The entire transportation industry is about $1.2 trillion. You couple that with an $8 trillion travel industry, that's $9 trillion that we get to participate in because our CEO is a visionary leader. He's looking for opportunities for us to win in every segment. So we not only will be signing drivers up for the rideshare, but once they do sign up with that, we get that running like just smooth as water. The next thing that we're going to do is introduce people to the opportunity to participate in deliverance of all services. So delivering food, delivering packages for people, all the different things that need to be delivered, we'll be participating in that. You'll be able to get paid from it. So right now with our rideshare, we call it our R3 because we're completely different from anyone else. Our drivers, our travel savings ambassadors get to get earned money 3 ways. They get to earn money once when they decide if they want to drive for the company. They also get to earn money if they decide they want to give our drivers the free rideshare app. They'll get paid every drive. They also get to get paid if they want to give customers the free rideshare app. They'll also get paid when the customers ride. And so here's an example. This is a large number, we know, but $100 makes the numbers look a little bit better. We know the average fare is going to be around $15, $35, but we're using $100 as a fare breakdown. The base fare, which you see here, does not include taxes or tolls or any of those fees that don't come to the company. This is just money that comes to the company and how we pay out our field, our representatives. So the driver can earn 75% of that trip. So in this case, they'll earn $75. But let's say Luxon, you introduce the driver to the rideshare company. You're going to earn 3% or $3. And let's say Johnson introduced you to the company. He's going to earn 3% or $3. Everyone makes money in this example. So here we have a rider over here, and Dorina introduced the rider. She's going to earn 3%. I introduced Dorina to the company. I'm also going to earn 3%. So after all of that, the question is, do you boomerang? And we hope the answer is yes, I boomerang. And here's what it looks like to actually boomerang. And guys, I need to just pause for just a second. I smell my dinner burning. I just need to turn the oven off. Sorry, guys. Thank you for that indulgence. That doesn't usually happen, but my son left and left the food on. So again, what I was saying, how we boomerang is very simple. We have smart codes in our office that we give to customers. We can give them to the customers for free. We can give them to travel customers, or we can give them to customers who want to use the rideshare service as a driver or a rider. When they activate those smart codes on iGoBoom.com, that tethers them to us for life, and we get paid every time they use the service. We talked about the travel side. We talked about how you get paid there. Let's talk about how people right now in this pandemic all around the world are making money every single Monday. We get paid every Monday. We love Mondays. Most people have an attitude of, oh, it's Monday. I don't want to get out of bed. I'm tired of the work week. People here with our company in 180 countries and counting love Mondays. This is why. When you sponsor a team member at any of these packages levels, you earn a Fast Start Accelerator bonus. So at coach class, you earn $22.50. Business class, you earn $45. First class, you earn $90. Well, those are your team members. You personally sponsored them, but guess what? They have their own dreams, goals, and ambitions. They're going to go out. You got your first two. They're going to go get their first two. When they do that, the company's going to pay you. So here they go. They're on your second level. There are people they sponsored on your second level. You're going to get paid a commission for each of them. That goes on and on down to your seventh level. You can get paid a Fast Start Accelerator bonus. Over here, you see in this row, this column, that you need to have so many personally active team members to get paid on these various levels. To get paid on the first level, you need to have one active team member. The second and third level, you need to have 2 active team members. And then all the way down here on the 7th level, you need to have 10 active team members. Well, guess what? Our CEO, being the visionary that he is, last month said, we're not waiting for any government subsidies. We're not waiting for any type of entities to take care of our people. I'm setting up my own stimulus plan. He took $1 million of his own money, set it aside, and said, we're going to put together incentives to help people go out and make as much money as they want to. We ran through that $1 million really fast last month. So this month, he said, I'm doubling down. He put $2 million on the table. We got 2 more weeks left in the month of May. I want you guys to get a piece of that $2 million that's sitting there. Very simple to do. In this instance, if you get your first 2 team members right away at coach business class or first class, that opens you up to the ability to get paid on all 7 levels for the next 3 months. And you say, well, I only have 2 team members. That doesn't make sense. Here's where it makes the difference. Because it's not just you getting your 2. Your team members are to get their own 2 team members. Their team members are going to want to get their own 2 team members. As that goes down into multiple levels. You may have someone down here on your 4th level who says, forget 2. I am the McDonald's of network marketing. I want to have my own team members. You may have someone come in here, down here on your 7th level, who says, forget McDonald's. I am the 7-Eleven of the network marketing industry. I want to go and get 500 team members. You're now getting paid this money up to $24 on people that you don't know, but I'm telling you, you will love them just the same. So what is most important is you get your 2 and get fired up at whatever level, either getting your 2 or creating your own franchise and distribution points around the world. We also get paid from building teams. You know, we have something called our dual team or our binary bonus. When you get your first 2 team members, they come in on your left side and your right side. When they get their team members, they fall in right under them on those left teams or the right teams. Every week, the company takes a snapshot of the volume from each team. And in this instance, the left team did 10,000 in volume. The right team did 5,000 in volume. They're going to pay you a percentage of the volume from your lesser team every single week. And this person earned 20% on that $5,000. That was an extra $1,000 that she received on a Monday for work that she had did by building a team somewhere around the world. Just phenomenal. So what that means for you is that now you get to set yourself up for additional revenue again by starting something, helping people plug into a system, and it just keeps rolling. All the other commissions that we talked about are unlimited. You can earn as much as you want. There is no cap on them. On this dual team bonus, there is a weekly cap. The weekly cap is $250,000 US per week. The reason why there is a cap there is because our CEO in his previous company, where he made $110 million in commissions for himself, he had a weekly cap of $75,000 a week. He and several other people maxed out that cap within the first 2 years of being in business. And so they said, you know, we need to figure out a way to make this work and help people make more money. And so there he upgraded our weekly cap to $250,000 a week. And I hope we all have that problem here over the next 24 to 36 months. And so how do you get started? Very simple. We have something called our standby package. That gets you a position in the binary tree. It also allows you to save the same kind of money that customers save, right? So not the 70% off on your personal travel, but up to 35%. We also have 5 boomerangs that you get to give to people who want to travel. Those are the free travel websites. But on all of the packages for a limited time only, the CEO is allowing us to get unlimited rideshare customers and unlimited rideshare drivers, right? So you get to set up your own fleet of drivers right now and go all crazy with it. Give as many people as you can access to that. Also with this package, you're able to earn, instead of half, or that half that you're able to, the customer save, you're only able to earn 25% of that, okay? We have a iDecide interactive presentation that is second to none. When I talk about us being a technology company, we're not a travel company, we're not a rideshare company, we are a technology company. What you're buying into is the technology. One of those pieces of technology is our iDecide interactive presentation. Right now it's available in 7 different languages. It's allowed me to grow a business in six countries as of Friday. So super excited about that. But I've been able to send that presentation to people around the world. They watch it sometimes when I'm asleep. I wake up with a message telling me if they want to be a customer, they want to be a team member, or if they have questions. So you gotta love technology. We also have your back office system that will be included in your monthly subscription for that package of $29.95 per month. If you say, I'm looking at this as a business owner, I want to be able to earn serious income from this, I'm going to replace my current income or just completely go beyond my wildest dreams, you need to buy a business builder pack. There are 3 levels. You have coach class, business class, and first class. Coach class allows you to personally save money when you book a hotel, flight, or rental car. Under Coach Class, you get 10 boomerangs to give away. You still don't earn a full commission. You earn half of the available commission, right? And in the dual team that we talked about, you would earn 10%. We have luxury experiences around the world. We get to travel with the company. And at Coach Class, you get to book that when everyone else gets to book. This package is $250. Our next package is business class. Now you get to get everything when you personally travel that was in Coach Class, but they also add cruises on here for you. You get 25 boomerangs that you can give away to customers when they travel. Give it to them for free. And now you're earning 100% of the commissions that are available when your customers book a hotel, rental car, or cruise. You have 12% that you earn in the binary or the dual team. And when we have those luxury experiences, you get to book 1 week before everybody in Coach Class. This package is $500, and our creme de la creme, the first class, guys, it doesn't matter where you start, get started, because you want to have a position in that binary. Because like I said, people are coming in on a daily basis and they're falling somewhere under you in one of those trees. But when you have the first class package, what happens now is you get access to everything and you make the most money. So if you need to start at Coach, you need to start at Standby, wherever it is, you start right away, but build yourself up to first class as soon as possible. Here's why. In first class, you get everything that was in business class, but now you get access to those exclusive home, the weeks button, we talked about my trip to the Dominican Republic, the marketplace, lifestyles, and the ability to make money off of your personal timeshares. You get 50 boomerangs to give away, and you earn 100% of the savings from when your customers book on all these different sites, okay? You earn 15% in the dual team. Now, let me ask you, if you were a realtor and you were selling a home and they asked you, do you want to earn 10% or do you want to earn 15% for selling the same home? Which would you choose? I know we all said 15%, right? Yes, 15% is what everyone would want. So you might as well earn, if you're going to do the same work, build the same team, you might as well earn the most amount of money. Right now, you also get, with the VIP luxury experiences, you get 2 weeks to book that before everyone else. Here's why this is important. All right, right now we have about 60,000 ambassadors around the world. Let's say our next experience that we go on, let's say we go to a resort and there are 15,000 rooms. Well, if there's 60,000 people and 15,000 rooms, the math tells us right there, everyone's not going. But your better chance of getting on that trip and getting one of those rooms is if you're at first class, because you get 2 weeks before everyone else to book, okay? First class package is typically $1,000, but our CEO put together this economic stimulus plan, which is just completely blowing people out of the water with the money that they're able to save and to make. So at first class, this is now $799. He took $200 off of our first class package. You're able to save that money if you go with first class before the end of the month. These packages carry a monthly subscription fee of $99.95 per month. In many countries in Africa, if you're on Coach Class, your subscription is only $49.95 per month. But here's what I tell people. Let your business revenue take care of your business expenses. If you own a store, if you own a restaurant, if you own any type of business, you're going to have a business expense. We have access to some of the most robust technology that you could ever imagine. We have the same kind of technology as Amazon and Uber, multi-billion-dollar companies. You're getting access to it for $45 or $99 per month, $49 or $99 per month. So it's just second to none. It's a no-brainer. You want to make sure that when your people are traveling, you have this taken care of so that you can get paid for all of those free websites you gave away. Guys, we are just really elated to be here. There's so much going on in the way of people being able to experience true success if they take hold of the momentum that's happening now. So I'm going to open the lines. I want to answer any questions that anyone may have because we want you walking away from here informed and ready to go. not only ready to go, but to put us in front of the people that you know, so that we can help you build a massive organization wherever you are, wherever you know people. Again, as a global company, there's no limit to where you can earn money. Let me see here. I'm gonna stop sharing and unmute. If anyone has a question, actually, I'm going to remute everyone. And if you have a question, you can unmute your line and please feel free to ask. No question is silly. Please, please, please ask a question, because if you have a question, I guarantee you someone else has the same question and you can benefit somebody by just asking. So go, shoot. Anyone have a
Well, hello?
Hi, Luxon.
Yeah, I seem to enjoy every part of the lecture. I understand processes, vividly. But my question is, I'm looking at I'm looking at the picture, like we are in West Africa right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, we are in West Africa right now.
Mm-hmm.
And does these travel facilities, hotel and all that, how does it affect people in Africa, or if not Africa, we in West Africa? How does it really work over here?
That is a great question, and I am going to do a little bit more than just giving you an answer. I'm going to show you. All right, I'm pulling up the website here. Second to pull it up, and then I'm going to share it on the screen. And you'll see that we are just like any other travel website. We are in just about every country you can think of. We have all the same inventory as the other companies that have online bookings. The difference between us and them is the fact that we have wholesale prices. They just have discount prices. So here I am on the screen. I have it open. And so we can look at a couple live examples together. I think this would be very helpful. So you have hotels, cruises, cars, flights, homes, the weeks button, marketplace, the different activities, the lifestyle button. It has a whole section of its own. And then if you have the timeshare, you can deposit your weeks here. You'll see the rewards credits that I have left that I haven't spent yet. And then you get to pick whatever section you want. So let's pick a location. Let's say you're going to go on a holiday. You're in West Africa. Where's the next place you want to go?
Assume I'm in West Africa, Nigeria, and I want to go to Holland.
All right. What country or what city?
What city?
Amsterdam. Amsterdam, Netherlands. Okay, the Holland.
Give me a range of dates.
Sorry?
What dates?
Let's say September.
Okay.
Yeah.
What day in September do you want to leave?
I prefer like on a Friday.
Okay, so we'll do September 11th, and we'll go and you'll check out, say, a
Just
week.
1 week, yeah, a week, yeah.
All right, we hit search, and when it's searching, it's looking for comparison prices for all of the other sites that are carrying rooms. This updates every 10 minutes. They want to make sure they're giving you the best price. And so I'm going to show you a few things that you can look for here. The first thing it's going to do, it's going to give it to you by the highest discounted price. Which I love, right? Because I love looking for the best discount. Now, this is for a 5-star resort. You may not want to go stay at a 5-star resort at $541 per night. You may say, okay, I want to pay less. So you can change the search criteria by going over here, looking at how you sort it. I always keep it on the highest discount, and then I go down and look through something that may be affordable to me. So I might say this 4-star resort for $85 a night is exactly what I want. With 30% savings, I'm saving $233, right? And so the total is $553. You click on select a room, and then it asks you, do you want a king size bed, queen size bed, or all the different accommodations that may be available for that particular resort, and it gives you the details of each. So you'll see here, it's just like any other site. It's telling you this one is a guest room only. You only save $9, but here, if you went with this one, you'd be saving $70. So it's really breaking it down what the savings are for you, how many rewards points you get with each selection that you want. You want a room with 2 twin beds, 2 king beds. It goes down and breaks it all down for you. So it's like, but just I think a little bit more robust. Now, because I love to travel, I love to save money, I would go, let me go back one more time. We looked at the Urban Lodge, so let's look and see what some of the other options are. Here's another 4-star hotel. This one's a little bit more expensive. It's $208 a night, but it's on the water. It looks like it has a great view. So whatever you want, it's on here. They even have, listen, I just need to be in the country, but look at this. This one's a 4-star and it's $85 a night. This one's a 2-star and it's $172 a night. So something I like, the star rating doesn't mean how nice it is. It means service that you're going to receive. So star, but probably because of location, they're charging more. So look at stars so much to say, oh, I have to have a 5-star, I have to have a 4-star. Sometimes you can get something great, but there's probably no one coming in every day to clean the room. You might get cleaning 2 or 3 times a week. All right, so that has more to do with the service than anything else. As you see, there's tons of options here, 11 or more pages with options. Now, because it's something you're looking at a week or anything you're looking for more than 3 days, I check the week button. Because if I could book it for a whole week and pay less than I would have paying it per night, I might as well do that. It doesn't matter when you check out as long as you check in on the right day. So we're going to look at Amsterdam. Under the weeks button, same time frame.
Yeah.
We have it a little bit different here. So if someone sees it, there we go, Norway. All right, and so the date it has you put in, I'm gonna put in September 12th. And because I keep myself flexible, again, it's all about where I'm getting the best value. I usually put within 5 days of that date, right? And so now you hit start, and again, it's gonna search everything on the internet and make sure it's giving you the best price.
Okay.
So here's your options. Look at this.
Yeah.
A 3-star hotel, $476 for the entire week.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Uh-huh.
With the first 5-star. Okay, there's only a few options here, but again, you got options. You got a full apartment for $540. That's an average $77 a night. We didn't see any rooms that cheap. So now you get a full that probably has a kitchenette or a kitchen or something where you can cook meals. We didn't see any rooms that cheap. All right, so that's the difference between the weeks button. Usually on the weeks button, there's a lot more pages, but for whatever reason, they must not have a lot listed right now in Norway.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that I'm telling people as well is that when it comes to travel, if you have something you know is coming up, something you want to go and do, book it now. Because we're heading with the company to our national convention in August. We're going to Vegas. When I first looked at the hotel room for the resort I wanted to stay at, it was like a month ago, The rooms were $88 a night. Now the rooms are over $125 a night. Prices are going to continue to creep up the closer they get to opening these different states and opening the borders. So I'm telling all of my customers, book your travel now, because most of the resorts aren't charging cancellation fees. And if you need to reschedule for any reason, or being super flexible because of the pandemic and everything that's happening. But right now is when you get the best prices. So mindset wise, it's a shift mindset. I'm telling people, you know, if you're going to buy a stock, don't wait until it goes all the way back up. Buy it now, where it's pennies on the dollar. You're looking at digital currency, whatever it is. Don't wait till Bitcoin's back up at 20,000 and say, oh gosh, I need to come now. Get it while it's down at $8,000 now. So if we're talking to people and having real conversations, we're changing lives, even if it's on a small scale of buying, getting a hotel room or getting a flight, whatever it is they need for life. Remember, the more they save, the more you earn. So it's okay. All the way around. Do you want me to look at anything else?
No, for now.
Okay, that was a great question.
I'm not looking for anything else now. I think I'm okay. But I still have some question, something to ask. Now, yes. Assuming I have arrived in this place in Amsterdam now, so how does iBoomerang company or organization give me a discount from this hotel that is private? I'm sure these hotels are not listed under iBoomerang organizations.
Great question again. So remember, we are partnered with Extreme Travel. Has been in the travel space for over 30 years now.
Okay.
Dates so we can look at apples to apples comparisons.
Okay, so these hotels, are they partnering with the Extreme Hotels or organizations?
That's exactly it. Yes, that's exactly it, Luxon. So a hotel is different than any other business. If you have a convenience store and you have a bottle of soda in your refrigerator, if you don't sell that bottle of soda that day, you still have an opportunity to sell it the next day. With hotels, and if they don't sell that seat or that hotel room for that day or that night, that money's lost. It can never be recovered again. The hotels know that they have not been successful at marketing and selling all the rooms that they have. So what they do is they go to sites like our site and all the other ones, Travelocity, Expedia, all of them, and they offer these rooms at a certain price. And so let's say this room that's showing for $541 a night, the real price for that hotel to really rent that room, to have that space used, to pay their bills, to pay their staff, to pay for the linen, the water, electricity, that cost may only be $300 for them, right? So that difference between $300 and $541 is where our company make money and pay our distributors.
Okay.
So with all the other sites, if the cost was really $300, they may still charge $700. They're like, forget that. We want to make the most amount of money. And that's why those are discount websites, but we're wholesale. We're making sure that we're passing the savings on to our customers, but at the same time, the distributors win.
Okay.
So it's a win for everybody. The hotel gets those rooms booked, because if they weren't booked, they wouldn't have made money. We make money as distributors because we told people about the opportunity to book on them, and the customer saves money. And so that's really the philosophy of iBoomerang. When you look at anything with iBoomerang, there's not going to be a situation where someone's losing. If there is a situation where someone's losing, that the CEO will not accept it. His true philosophy, and after he made, you'll hear his personal story, but after he made $100 million, you know, in one company, he felt like he was completely unsatisfied. He was making about $30 million. Sorry, over $1 million a month. I'm sorry, not 30 million. He was making over $1 million a month, had everything that he wanted, paid for it in cash, a beautiful multiple cars, kid was already put through school, all college paid for, everything's taken care of, and he felt completely unhappy. And his wife said, you know, we need to do something. I think you're going to be depressed. You look very unhappy. And so what they did is they started one year before Christmas. They did something called the 12 Days of Christmas. They went out every day, and what they decided what they wanted to give that away so that they would get it back. And what he wanted was just happiness. He just wanted joy. And so he went out every day and did something for 12 days, not letting people know that he did it, but so that they would get happy, they would have joy over Christmas, and he would get something back. So he went to different stores and paid like the bills at lunchtime for everyone in a restaurant and walked out. He didn't want to wait to see their responses. He went another day and he just felt really good after that. Like, man, people would be surprised, and him and his wife would discuss it. They went to different like grocery stores, paid for, you know, everyone that's coming through the line, let's go ahead and pay for their bills. They went to places like Walmart. I don't know if you have Walmart in Western Africa, but they went to Walmart. It's a big discount store, and people would put things on layaway for Christmas and for kids. He went and paid off all of their layaways. So there was stuff sitting there that people hoped they might get money to pay for at a later time. He went and paid for everything. So he did this over 12 days, and he was like, I've never been this happy in my life. And so he was like, I need to continue this effort of putting something out and putting goodwill out and getting something back in return, which is my true happiness. And so for that following year, he didn't buy himself any personal items. Everything that he did, he said it was about giving back, giving to someone else, not talking to people about it, not letting people know what he did. But he said just this whole movement started for him. So our company philosophy is really built on putting goodwill out and getting something in return. And he wants everyone that's a part of our company to have that same mindset. And so you'll see that philosophy, everything that we do is going to be about win-win situations for everyone.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. I enjoy that. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I'm telling you, these questions are great because I know so much because I've been with them since before the company started. I forget that there's stuff that I know that I may not have ever shared with anyone, but the question can help everyone learn. So thank you for those questions.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yes. If there are any
Hello.
please unmute your line and ask.
Tonya.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Let me throw one from Ghana.
You want to throw a question? Okay, you can throw it. Tonya is going to catch it as a goalkeeper.
I got it. I'm going to boomerang it back to you. So go ahead and give me a question and I can answer it for you. His phone, looks like his signal keeps cutting out on him. Are you there, Johnson?
Yes.
Johnson? Okay.
I wanted to ask a question.
Yes.
Yeah, my question is, it's clear that this gives us multiple ways to earn money, and one of them is getting customers. All right. Can you please throw a bit of light onto how we are able to get customers to use these services? Because I've been thinking through, I don't know how. As for getting ambassadors, definitely I know one or two people when I even consult my phone book. But what of customers? If I don't know anybody traveling personally, how do I get somebody to be able to go use some of these services so that I can also make money, not just from bringing on ambassadors, but customers?
Great question. So for me, everyone that I share the opportunity with, if they decide not to join because it's not for them, I give them the free site as a customer, as a thank you. Thank you for taking the time to look. When they get that free site, they're going to look at it, they're going to enjoy it, they're going to refer customers to you. So that's one way. Just simply going through your entire Rolodex. You have a large connection of people on social media, and those people are online talking about, I can't wait to go somewhere. I'm sick of being in a house. Those are people who want to travel. And so remember, Johnson, the travel is just the portal to get them into the crib. It's like a book. It's like you're giving them the ability to buy a book on Amazon. But as more and more services come, they may not be interested in traveling right now, but maybe they'll get an email from the crib that says, oh my gosh, now I want to go somewhere. It may not be interested in traveling at all, and maybe when the cell phone service comes out, they want to use that. Maybe when another product comes out, they want to use that. What you're doing is setting up distribution points. You're going to have as many people as possible have access to our credit. It's not just about travel, because there's going to be so much more on there, and you want as many people to be your customers as possible. Because once they become a customer for the company, they only become a customer one time. And either they're going to be your customer or someone else's customer. And wouldn't it be a one of your family members to come back to you so excited that they got a discount on their cell phone service through this company called iBuumerang, and give them the access to the free site. So over the years, over the next, right now we have travel, we have the rideshare, but over the next 3 to 5 years, you're going to see so many different products on there, and you don't know what, we don't have a magic crystal ball to say what someone's going to be interested in. What we want is to have as many people as our customers, and we just want to be able to look through our list and say, I've got thousands of customers. Those are all distribution points for you. And so it's not just about travel, because we're not a travel company. That's our portal to get people excited and help build that trust factor, because we're offering them something that's sexy, which is travel. They're using it. They're actually saving money. They're having great experiences. That builds that trust wheel for us.
Okay, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Any other questions? Well, this was a great way to spend the afternoon. I have this recorded. I'll be getting this uploaded and sent to all of you, so you'll be able to share, so people can see the actual travel site. I know some people had technology problems and dropped off. My screen was actually acting crazy, so I thought I kept freezing. Now you'll be able to share this audio with as many people as possible, and hopefully you can't hear my background noise. It's warm here in the United States, in my part of the world. And so people are going crazy. Everyone's blasting their music outside. So hopefully that's not a distraction or deterrent. But I'm happy to share this video with all of you so that you can share it with people as well.
Okay, thank you so much.
Absolutely, gentlemen. Let's go out here and make some money. I'm so excited for you guys.
We are going to make some money together, definitely.
Absolutely. And
Laxin,
Dorina,
did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Dorina, thank you for participating and helping with the presentation. You did a phenomenal job. We appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
All right. Bye, guys.
Thank you very much.
Bye,
Yeah.
everyone.
I enjoyed